Because we're starting with grim news, actually, because a manhunt is underway after 9 people were injured following what police think was an acid attack in South London.
Yes, a woman and her 2 young children are among those who were hurt, as well as 3 police officers who were called to the scene.
Well, of those injured, 5 taken to a major trauma centre, 3 to a local hospital, and as we're reporting this morning, no arrests have been made so far.
Well, former Metropolitan Police Detective Chief Inspector Mike Neville joins us now. Good morning to you, Mike. I mean, this is just an absolutely horrific case, isn't it?
It is. I mean, acid attacks are just dreadful. They're not just designed to hurt somebody. This is an attack which is designed to psychologically damage somebody and physically damage them. But every time they look in the mirror for the rest of their life, they'll remember this attack. So they're particularly brutal and wicked. And thankfully, at the moment, they're quite rare. But and let's hope it stays that way.
Where do we think police are in this investigation, Mike, in the sense that there does seem to have been quite a lot of witnesses to this attack?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of witnesses and all sorts of, when you get to residential streets like this, you'll get all sorts of ring doorbells which record what's going on. But it would seem that the man who committed the act was known to the woman and children involved, and we've got a car with a registration number. So the suspect is probably known to the police. So what you've got at the moment is several parts of an investigation. You've got forensic officers that you can see recording the scene, and they'll be taking samples to the laboratory. But you'll have other teams of detectives who'll be looking into the suspect, where he could be, trying to track him using CCTV, mobile phones, and any other intelligence that they have as well.
Stephen and I were discussing earlier, Mike, this story does really highlight the reality that police officers are putting themselves in harm's way in the line of duty. We know that 3 police officers who attended to this scene are now in hospital.
Yeah, of course, every day. I mean, the police are criticised rightfully sometimes for not solving crime and whatever else. But what we have is that every day there's officers putting themselves at risk, who, whilst other people are sort of running away from the scene of a crime, the police officer running towards it and facing danger. And with things like chemicals are really dreadful, aren't they? I mean, when somebody pulls a knife, at least you can sort of see what they've got. With corrosive materials, I mean, at the extreme, if we remember, the detective sergeant was so badly injured after the Novichok case. Chemicals and acid are just a wicked thing, and well done for the officers and also the local community who sort of seemingly chased off the attacker and treated the victims as well.
Yeah, no, they really stepped up to the plate, didn't they? Mike, good to see you this morning. Thank you. Not that we should ever advocate... they call them have-a-go heroes, which is, I think, a bit disrespectful.
Yeah, it's a bit.
But I think those people really stepped up to the plate in helping out someone clearly in distress. The official advice is, of course, just call the emergency services. But what would you do?
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think you would ever know until you found yourself in that position. No.